plant and he stepped in it and got a closed tib fib on the right leg, what would you do?
Measure splint on the opposite leg, which would be his left leg. Motion this leg, check DMS, get pull, feel this with wee toes. Make sure that when I get the splint on his foot, that I immobilize both joints and the area that is there.
Okay. Go ahead and splint it.
Obviously, I have to remove the boots once the rest, but
Well, say you couldn't remove the boot for some odd reason,
use duct tape
Use
or
tape.
something like that.
right, to secure it. You got it immobilized, what do you want to do now?
Check my PMS and
Right.
dogs, feel that, with those.
Right. Okay. Say, Tyler, come here for me. Say this young lady is your patient. What would you want to do if, say, she fractured her little arm right here?
Cut some pads down the sides.
Right. We could
Cardboard pads, we could cut it.
We can take this cardboard splint, which is a different type of splint that we carry, and cut it to fit her little arm, and use curlex to secure it. And we do the same thing with her. We'll be like, can you feel this? Check her pulse. And remember to splint below and above the fracture. So even if they are small, you have to sometimes cut the same splint to the size you need. And that we also have pediatric spine boards. You get that. So we also have pediatric spine boards and stuff like that. Yes, we don't run many pediatric calls because we are industrial and most of our patients are adults. One thing I mentioned in the video I want us to practice, I get Ivy and Stanley to come up here, and Gabby. We're going to demonstrate how many people have used stand and takedown before. 3. Okay. Say Gabby's the patient, and she says, I got pain whenever you palpate down to the back of her back. You're going to side her for the C-collar. Just slide this on. Okay. And since Ivy's right here, he's going to hold that. And what we'll do is slide this in behind her. Stanley's going to get that side. You ain't going to fall, okay?
No.
Ready? You're fine. Go up underneath the shoulder. And on the count, and on his count, we just going to lay her down flat.
1, 2, 3.
I'm too close to the wall.
And if y'all want to come over here and look, she's hanging. She's not on the board all the way. Basically, all we need to slide her up. Well, what we do is with his count, you grab grab their clothing. You don't grab the body, you grab clothing, and on his count.
1, 2, 3, move.
And as you can tell now, she's perfectly on the board. And then you can go back. Can you feel this?
Yeah.
Check that. We would take at that time, because Ivy cannot release C-spine until we fully immobilize her. Josh, if you want to come help secure the board. And the thing is, also with the spine board, Gabby's small. So what would you want to do to pad the voids?
These blankets.
Towels, blankets. Basically anything you can access to pad the voids. That way when you go to move her, her body don't shift on the board. It stays constant. So say you put it on the board and you notice you don't have no blankets, but you got the spare splints. Could you use the spare splints to pad the voids? And another issue you may have is if you get an elderly patient, what's their problem? Say hunchback. You may have to pad under their head to get them, because their inline neutral position now is up. And like you can see, they're doing the body first, and you always want to secure the head last, which means Ivy's pretty much stuck in that one position until the head is secured. Go ahead. You do, and when you do this headbed, you do a piece of tape across the top and one around the chin. You don't want to close off where you can keep from seeing the
JVD.
trachea in case they have JVD or something changes at the airway. And when you do this, you want to do it kind of like a U around the bottom of the neck, usually. You can do it straight across, but some people prefer like a U shape around the neck. And like I said, if they don't have a neck and the seat collar don't fit them, okay, so you got all that done. What you want to do to it?
Check PMS.
Well, besides let you out, we know. You got to check PMS, right? Okay. So verbal, show me how you check PMS.
With it being full body, you're down to
Move your toe.
this.
Yes.
Wiggle your fingers.
Yes.
Can you push and pull with your feet?
I have all feelings.
All right, cool.
All feeling. She's like, awesome.
So basically, she's ready to go.
Can we take her home like that?
Didn't say put a gag in.
She's the good one.
Like I say, splinting is very delicate and can be time consuming depending on what injury it is. Because it's to keep the body, to immobilize the body and prevent further injury. Because what's the last thing we want to do as EMS and first responders?
More injury.
Right, you do not want to cause more injury.
You're good.
Huh?
You're good.
So, do y'all have any questions or anything? Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all's time in coming to this today. And like I say, if y'all get any questions, you can call me, ask me, send me a smoke signal, anything you need to do. But I appreciate y'all coming and doing this today.